Warning: this video contains real-life events. All names have been changed to protect the innocent, and all lessons have been learned. Please do not attempt none of these events at home. Now stay tuned for the story.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Crystal here, and I have a story time about the time I was robbed at gunpoint while working at McDonald's. So if you want to hear about it, continue to watch. So guys, I worked at McDonald's for 7 months, and during that time I was robbed 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It was so crazy. So I'm gonna tell you about the time that I was robbed at gunpoint. So I was working the drive-thru, and we were hella swamped. When I say that drive-thru was looped around like Chick-fil-A, honey, everybody in that granny wanted McDonald's that day. So I was already tired, but I was still making sure that I did my customer service, still making sure that, the customers were pleased. So I never forget, the guy came up to the, intercom or whatever, and he was like, I was like, welcome to McDonald's, Crystal, how may I help you? And he was like, can I get a mac chicken, a small fry, and a cup of water? So I was like, okay, your total is $2.17, please pull around. He was like, okay, cool. So when he pulled around, I saw him coming around the corner, and as he came, he kind of weaved out a little bit, like over the drive-thru line. So I remember looking at him thinking, like, what he got going? And then when I realized that when he came up to the window, he had to open up his door, I was like, oh, okay, he moved over so he can open up the door in order to hand me the money, because believe it or not, it's so many people who window don't work or who don't want to roll their window down, so they open up the doors to hand money to the drive-thru cashier or whatever. So anyway, I remember seeing that, and I still didn't think nothing of it. So I'm standing there looking at my drawer, and let me say this before. We could only keep $75 cash in our drawer, but at this time we were so busy, I had like maybe $600, $700 in my drawer, which was a no-no, especially working drive-thru. You cannot have that much money in your drawer. So when he got ready to pull up, I told him, excuse me, can you wait? Because, my manager's here emptying out my drawer. And he was like, okay, no problem. So I shut the window back. So I shut the window back, and my manager is standing over here, and he's, getting my drawer, whatever. And he has a drawer of $75 in his hand, and then he's about to pull my drawer with all of the money out. So he was able to do so. So he actually grabbed my drawer and then put the $75 drawer into the casing, and then he walked off. When he walked off, I just was opening up my change, because I was like, I might as well go ahead and open it up, because I can hear, people who are about to get ready to order or whatever. So I'm opening my change, and my manager comes back out and was like, oh my God. So I looked at him like, oh, why is he yelling? And then when I turned around and looked at the window, the dude had a gun to the window. He was like, open up the window, open up the window. He was hitting the gun against the window. So I'm like, are you serious? So I opened up the window, and he's pointing the gun at me, and he's like, give me the drawer, give me the drawer. So I'm up here shaking at this point, because I'm like, oh my God, he has a gun to my head. Like, I don't care about McDonald's like that, bitch. I will give you all these fries up in here. So I grabbed the drawer and handed him the full drawer. I didn't hand him the money, y'all. I handed him the full drawer, and he grabbed it and jumped in the car, stopped at the next window, grabbed his mac chicken and small fry, and sped off, y'all. Like, he still got his food. It was so funny. And I was just like, oh my God. So my manager, instead of saying, okay, well, they shut down the drive-thru, call the police or whatever, he was like, just keep working, keep working. And I was just like, I'm freaking traumatized. Like, my life flashed before my eyes. I was in college at the time, and I was like, dang, I just got to college. Like, I almost died working at McDonald's. And at the time I was making, what, $6.25. Like, it wasn't even no money. I was like, ooh, I can't do this. I can't do this at all. So we end up kept working or whatever, and the police came and they took my statement, they got my manager's statement or whatever, and they was like, well, you can go home because you're pretty frazzled, because I was like, it was a whole gun to my head. So this is the kicker of it though. So anyway, I go home, I tell my mom, and mom was like, Crystal, you need to stop working there. And I'm like, well, I need money, I'm in college or whatever. So she was like, don't worry about it, we're gonna pray on it, you're gonna get another job. So I called my friends, and I'm like, y'all, I got robbed. And they're like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. And it's like, girl, you need a drink, let's go out. So I'm like, okay, cool, So I get dressed or whatever, and we had this real big club called Club Blue in Dallas, and each room was different. So you had like an orange room, a blue room, a red room, and stuff like that. And then they played like different styles of music. So me and my friend, we get to the club or whatever, we're parking. We get inside the club, and I'm like looking at everybody, but I just was robbed. So I'm suspicious. Like, I'm looking at people like, is he gonna do me something? Is she gonna do me something? Like, I was just really like I guess paranoid. So this guy walks up to me and he taps me on my shoulder and he was like, how you doing, little mama? And I turned around and I was like, what's up? And then I look at him and I'm like, I know you from somewhere. And he was like, I don't know you. And I was like, I do know him from somewhere. I don't know. So anyway, he was like, can I buy you a drink? So I was like, yeah, you can buy me a drink. So he goes to the bar or whatever. He buys me a drink. He comes back and brings me the drink. So I'm drinking a drink or whatever. So he's like, can I get your number? So I'm like, I know you from somewhere. Like, you must talk to one of my homegirls. Like, I was a clubber, but I wouldn't say I was like in every Dallas club, you know. So I was just like, I don't know him like that. And then I thought about it and it just flashed. Bro, this that robbed you. Like, oh my God, he in the club, buying me drinks, probably with the money that he just robbed me at gunpoint with. Y'all, when I say I went off, I went all the way up. I called him out at his name. I started arguing with him. I was like, you could have killed me. Like, you won't even play with guns like that. And he was like, hold on, I'm sorry, whatever. So I was like, I'm about to call the police. So my friend was like, no, we finna go. So we took off running out the club and jumped in the car and I sped off because at that point I realized by me saying I'm gonna call the police, he could have still had that gun with him and he could have killed me or whatever. So I was like, Crystal, shut up and just get out of here. So we jumped in the car, sped off or whatever, and she ended up spending the night at my house. And I was just like, how dude gonna rob me and then buy me a drink at the club and try to talk to me? Like, if this ain't Dallas, Texas, I don't know what is. But anyway, the moral of this story is watch your surroundings, guys, because my manager, if he hadn't walked out, I would have never saw that guy with that gun because I wasn't paying attention, which now I do pay attention to my surroundings. So just make sure when you're working at fast food places or anything customer service based, just make sure you're paying attention to your customers. Make sure you're giving them what they're asking for if you're able to, and just, watching it or whatever, because that could have ended badly and then y'all wouldn't be seeing me today. So anyway, I know you guys really enjoy my story times because you talk back to me in the comments. So go ahead and leave a comment. Go ahead and thumbs up this video and subscribe so you'll be notified when I post my next video. And I'll see you guys later. Deuces.